So if it looks like I've just been pulled through the bushes backwards and looks like I've been crying, and I have, emotionally, it's been a very emotional day for various reasons. And not excluding the fact that I just had a coaching call with just one of the most beautiful clients I have the privilege to work with, a woman who's just so inspiring to me, and so much community work and cares about the people in her community, and she's the one who's inspired me to just get on here and send you this message tonight for any woman in this group who needs to hear this. Because she's the one, she has decided she's going to be the one to stand up in her teeny tiny community and put a little bit of lip gloss on, or lipstick, or put a brighter shirt on, or then have the confidence to go and do something at the community center, or whatever it is, or go to that meeting. And she's actually changing her whole entire town. So I just wanted to get on here, and just after that, I had another coaching call with another beautiful woman. There are women all around you who are struggling, and I know that you have your struggles too. We all do, which is why I'm a huge advocate of us working through our struggles. There's just no way we can't go around it, over it, or down it, or there's just no way around our struggles. We have to work through them. And I'm actually in the middle of a grief recovery program myself, working through the last few things that just are stubbornly just hanging around, and I just will not tolerate them being in my life. They've been around for 49 years. It's like, say no, it's time to get out of here. So, but it takes work, right? It takes time and money and effort. Nothing of any value comes without time and money and effort. So whatever it is that you're looking to achieve, if you're here, I'm going to assume that you want to be able to get up, dress up, and walk out your front door, look and feel beautiful and confident, and go and live a meaningful and beautiful life and inspire others to do the same, right? Love yourself well, love others well, and bring something beautiful and valuable to your corner of the world. I mean, it's not a complex, unreasonable goal or aspiration. But it gets tricky when, you know, either we're carrying extra weight and we just feel depressed about that, or we have kids, or you're a single mom, or you've just faced, you know, a painful divorce, and now you're facing life alone, and all these health and medical bills. I mean, life can get tricky, which is why I am all about simple. I have to simplify every area of my life, including my desk. Otherwise, it immobilizes me. So I want you to encourage you with one thing, and I want you to give you 4 practical things that might help you. And again, excuse me, like you must remember that there are women around you who need you. You must remember that it's okay to be struggling, and also, you know, to feel sad and to feel disappointed and even to feel mad and go through some struggles, but to do one thing that might help someone else, you know, and yes, it's a very Christian thing. We've got to focus on others, and life is about others. And I talk about dressing to connect with others. And yes, but we have to love ourselves well as well. We have to learn. I learned from my coach and mentor, Danny, 8 years ago, how to really start encouraging myself. And I still am not very good at it. But I want to give you 4 things that might help you, because I can tell you this, that when just in one day, when you start achieving a couple of things, like small, little, simple things. I'm not talking about losing weight and dressing up and knocking it out of the park and closing that deal. And I'm not talking about all of that. I'm saying keep it simple as a woman. What if you did a couple of things a day that became, this is your 3-point strategy, or these are your 2 things. If you do those 2 things, then you've nailed the day. Then you've won the day. Like, start small. Okay. We always, one of the things that very successful, and I'm talking about world-class champions and athletes, will tell you. And I listened to a podcast the other day with Andy Frisella and Chad, I don't remember his last name. He's a Navy SEAL. He'll say, one of the things that's going to help you to whatever it is that you're looking to achieve is you cannot look at the goal. You cannot look at the big picture of where you want to be, or how much weight you want to lose, how much money you want to earn, or any of that, although that is the goal. He says, you have to just look, what's the next thing I have to do? What is the next thing that I have to do in the next half hour or the next 5 minutes? And if you just do that and that's the day, then that's it, then you go to bed. The next day, what's the next thing that I have to do? I don't think we're really naturally trained or wired that way. Anyway, so here's a couple of things I want to give you that might help you, whether you're going through struggles, and we all do. there's a couple of things that you can do in your day as a woman that you are worthy for that time to be spent on you, and just to be reminded. And one thing is lip gloss. I'm not even kidding you. In this little thing on the side of my desk, I've got this. I used to use this for some of my jewelry when I traveled. But in here, okay, you can see I'm a lip gloss fan, because today I had a challenging day. And I've had, like this one, for example, Buxom is just one of my most favorite, if not my number one brand for lip gloss on the planet, because I live in Africa, right? So my skin is like thin and dry, and I haven't done a really good job looking after my skin, hence all of this. And people say, those are laughing lines. I'm like, yeah, nothing's that funny. Anyway, back to Buxom. Buxom you can get on Amazon, and they just are I love Buxom. But so I will always have some in my car, in my bag, or in my crossbody bag, or here on my desk when I'm feeling like a little bit of a pick-me. Even when I'm talking to nobody, I'm talking to you now. But it just kind of, it just helps me. A minute ago, because I discovered this a couple of weeks ago, MAC has got these teeny tiny little, really cute little compact sizes. Goes nicely into a little bag or a crossbody bag or something, or into your phone, whatever you carry your phone in. And so this is MAC, and these are really great. But I've got these little things, and if I want a little bit of color, I shared this with you guys again as well recently. Trini London, so TLTRINN. So Trini London, she used to do a fashion show called What Not to Wear. And she's come up with this really super cute little teeny tiny makeup range that's compact. She's all about minimalistic, keeping it simple. So I've got this little thing that just kind of peps me up. And of course, hot pink is one of my favorite colors. But so lip gloss, you might think that that's a little bit silly. It's actually not. To have a bit of lip gloss on your person or on your desk or somewhere when you're just feeling like, I just need a little bit of pep me up. It's just something that really has years and years and years, for years and years, has worked for me. And you can have a fresh face like mine with no makeup on. I've done my eyebrows. And just a little bit of lip gloss. I've got color on my nails. I just cut my nails yesterday, and a little bit of bling sometimes. And in fact, if this gets in the way, I'll take it off, and I'll just still keep it simple, just a little bit of something that catches my eye, that makes me, I'm not dressed down, and I'm not dressing according to how I feel, because I've got a lot of paperwork to do now. But if I dressed according to how I felt, I wouldn't even look this good. And this is not even me looking good, right? And I'm not criticizing myself. I'm not saying I'm looking bad, but it's cold. I've done a basic foundation, just my eyebrows, some lip gloss, got this in. My nails have been pink for a few days, and it's cold, and so I'm nice and warm. That's it. It's just lip gloss. Okay, so try that. The second one that I've written down here is, I really wasn't raised, drinking water, or just wasn't something that I was taught. And so I really had to work hard to teach myself to drink water, just every single day. So now, I'm on different challenges and programs, and 75 hard is what I've been doing for a while. But so just have a glass of water. If you can just do one glass of water a day, you might have lots more than that. But if you like struggle like I used to, I still have to make myself drink water every single day. So number two is, can you drink a glass of water? Because it does catch on, it does become a habit, and you'll feel the difference in your body. Maybe you do 20 glasses of water a day, I don't know, but for me, I have to be told, and I have to it's in my app, and I've got to drink water every single day. The other thing is I learned this from my coach, Danny, 8 years ago, is to write down 5 things at the end of every day next to your bedside. Have your journal or your notebook or whatever it is. I'm not particularly good at journaling at all, actually, never have been, and I've tried it a number of times. I'm not. I process things other ways. But one of the things that was very powerful that she taught me was write down 5 things that you did at the end of that day that you did well. Now, if you're struggling, or if you're going through a divorce, or if you're facing, fighting depression, or financially you're facing whatever it is, we all have challenges. You want to write down, I dressed up, or I went to the grocery store not looking like a tramp. Really, seriously, I'm telling you, if you put a little bit of lip gloss on, and put your hair in a ponytail, and a nice t-shirt and jeans and some cute shoes, that goes in your journal. And I gave my son lots of cuddles, and like whatever it is, doesn't have to be a big thing. I phoned my uncle and I wished him happy birthday, whatever it is. 5 things at the end of every day. It's going to teach you to focus on that which you have done, and not feel depressed on that which you have not done. Because we as women tend to have these lists that we say, my gosh, I'll never get to the end of my to-do list, and I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, there's a number of reasons for that. One of them is time management. I have invested a lot of time and money in learning about time and money, because those are things that are not something that came naturally to me at all. I have other skills, other strengths other than once upon a time and money. Now I have some skills there. So you want to become your own champion, and you want to write down at the end of the day 5 things that you did well. If you also want to do a gratitudes next to it, like 5 things you're grateful for, that's great. But I think it's really, really important. Like if I focus on, I'm grateful for a lot of things, that if I have to choose one of the 2 gratitudes or those things I did well, I write down those 5 things, because then I go, okay, no, it wasn't a total loss of a day. In fact, it was not nearly a loss of a day, not even close. So write those things down. And then the other thing that I actually learned from a health coach, Marianne, is if you are uncomfortable with your weight, for me, what I've learned over the years is not to focus on weight loss, but on health gain. I very seldom weigh myself anymore. I've got my own routine. I've invested heavily in my education there. I've trained with her and I've studied her stuff and just really taught myself, especially before I became a mom, about food and nutrition and so on. But I still had struggles because I had food issues since the age of like 4 years old. So go for a 5-minute walk if you can, and everyone can. And we do get busy as women, and we don't want to go for a walk. We don't get to that, and we just decide every day, just give it a shot. 5 minutes from out your front door to wherever there and back is 5 minutes. That's it. You don't have to listen to anything. You don't have to do personal development. You just by yourself, if you can, by yourself, 5 minutes there and back, and say, I'm done. And that is the 5 minutes that goes in one of your 5 things that you did well at the end of that day. Just those things are some practical things. They're little, sometimes we put these big mammoth elephant tasks in front of us, and we have to, how do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time, right? So you have to break it down, and you have to keep it simple. Take that long list and that massive expectation you have of yourself and just simplify it a little bit, and give yourself a pat on the back at the end of every day. Tell yourself how well you did, because you did well. And when you get up, and you don't have to dress to the nines, although that can be fun too. Sometimes just a cute plain top or a white t-shirt or a navy t-shirt with, some nice jeans, some bootleg jeans with a little wedge if you want, or some cute little tennis shoes or whatever, and a little bit of lip gloss and a pair of earrings, and you're good to go. That might be a whole lot better than how you're feeling. So remember, if you dress according to how you feel, you're going to go downhill, because we know that we can feel like this. Okay. So when you dress well, you feel well, and you do well. It doesn't matter whether you're a teacher or a homeschool teacher or a doctor. It doesn't matter what your profession or your lifestyle is. This may not be for you. This is just for maybe 1 or 2 women that I felt needed to hear this, is that you're doing a good job. You're doing an amazing, amazing job. And if you don't have much encouragement in your life, you need to become your own biggest champion. You need to become your own cheerleader. 5 things at the end of the day, every night next to your bedside, just write them down. And you'll soon see how shockingly quickly it starts taking root. It'll boost your confidence, it'll boost your energy, and you'll start kind of feeling a lightness about the day ahead of you again. And you'll start feeling more productive, and you'll be more productive. But remember, how you dress is going to impact how you feel, which is going to impact how you perform. Whether you've got to hit the phone doing sales calls, or whether you've got to see clients, whether you've got to do Zoom calls all day long, or whether you've got kids at home, or whether it's just you at home. Remember, you can't say, well, there's no point in dressing up because nobody sees me, because you are not a nobody, plain and simple. So somebody does see you all day long. You do, and your creator does. So you count, and it's important. So I know this was a little bit of a quiet, low, slightly more emotional message. Although, who am I kidding? I'm always emotional. Just, it depends on where I am on the scale. But I want to let you know that it's awesome to have you here. You're not alone. If at any time you need to reach out, you're surrounded here by amazing, like-minded women who are on a similar journey, facing lots of similar challenges. You'll be surprised. You'll be shocked at how many women here are going through very, very, very similar things. So be the one to get up, put a little bit of lipstick on or a little bit of lip gloss, and take a selfie and post a story and just go, I had a shit day, but I put some lip gloss on anyway, and these are the 5 things that I did well. How about that? How about that? I think we might even just carry that over into September, and make that our September call to action is put a selfie and we want to see what are the 5 things that you did well. I want to know what they are. If you brushed your teeth when you're facing depression, that goes on your list of 5. So just sending you love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the BFF, the Blessed Friend Forever little call to action we have at the moment. I know some anonymous gifts are going out there. Don't let finding an address slow you down. Don't say like, I'm struggling. So what? Struggle through it. Figure it out. Make a plan. You can do it. And until then, those are the 4 things. I hope that will help you, and I hope that you're encouraged knowing that you're not alone. You're surrounded by amazing women. Reach out when you need to. You don't have to do life alone. And I'll see you soon.